one of your many toys.
What's good, Fab Fam? Welcome back to another episode of Fabulous Makeup. Today I'm just doing a lime green and purple tutorial, starting off with some Pixi face oil. This is Rose Blend. And then on top of that, this is an Argan oil, like peptide silicone primer. Today I sprung for the spray foundation from Pur Cosmetics, and it is quite the adventure, y'all. It makes it hard to breathe, I'll tell you that afterwards. Now I blended this out with a beauty blender, but you can take a brush. It will set kind of sheer, so it has great coverage, but it need a little extra pick-me-up. So I took this black opal foundation, cystic foundation, and this is chestnut. Blended that out with a beauty blender too, real nicely before I put on the concealer. This concealer is the new NYX Cosmetics Creamy Concealer, and it's definitely creamy. It's a lot like LA Girl Concealer. I think I said that in another tutorial that I had. And this is the number 117. It's a nice neutral shade. It's a lot like Fawn as well. Blend it out with a brush. I found this blends out a lot better with a brush than a beauty blender, and I also have been using a smaller SD card, so some makeup magic just had. Blend everything out. Set it with Sacha Buttercup setting powder, as y'all know how I do. Brows off camera, those were Anastasia and NYX Cosmetics. Now I took some Fawn, this is LA Girl Concealer, and I applied this on the eyelid as a base for the eyeshadow because I trust this and I know that the shadow will stick to it, or kind of mostly any shadow that I use, so I had faith that this palette I was going to use was going to work. Set it before I apply any shadow so there's no creasing, and today I'm using the Take Me to Brazil palette. Yes, honeys, I'm just obsessed already. Using a light fuchsia, and this is going to be my transition shade, applying it with my M540 brush from Morphe. Blend, blend, blend. The next shade I'm taking is a purple, and I'm switching to the actually it's a Mikasa E300 brush, or E330. I can't really tell, it's actually kind of off the brush now. But I applied that right on top of the purple. The next shade I will be mixing is with this black. So I'm going back in with that purple, and I'm mixing it with the black to get it a little bit darker because I want it to still be purple, but I wanted extra depth. I wanted this crease to be really purple, and I wanted it to be bold, but I wanted it to be really deep and defined. So I took that purple and mixed it with the black, but not too much of the black, and then I blended it out with the M540 brush, again, just so I can keep that purple hue going on. Cleaning up the crease with the LA Girl Concealer again. This is one of my favorite brushes. I think this is the E30 concealer brush from Mikasa. It's like the perfect brush that's shaped for my eyelids. The first color for the eyelid today is a light lime green, and it did have a lot of fallout, y'all, so be careful with that one. And it was a little hard to build up the color without it looking patchy. I also took a smaller brush so I could get it nice and sharp along the edges where the purple met the green, so I used two different brushes for this. And then on top of that lime green, I went on with this shimmery, I don't know, lime green, I guess you could call it again, maybe mint green, just to brighten it a little bit more and fill up that patchiness. So I'm doing the exact same process with the exact same brushes. I couldn't tell you exactly what these brushes are because they aren't labeled, but they are kind of, you know, just precision brushes to get some detailed eye looks like this, you know, nice and sharp and really clean. You don't own me. Now let's talk about this yellow for a second. It is really bright when you look at it, but it's not as pigmented as I wanted it to be, y'all, so I did put it on the inner corner, but it wasn't as poppin' to let me show you the entire thing, so I just did it real quick. This eyeliner is from Kat Von D. This is the shade Trooper Black Liner. It's one of my favorite liners. It's very pigmented, and it's not as matte as I thought it was. I was looking for something matte-er, but it worked out. I just wanted something sharp, too. Clean it up with some LA Girl Concealer on the sides now. These lashes are D302s from NYX Cosmetics, one of my favorites. For the bottom lash line, we're starting off with the waterline. I'm taking the gel liner from Sacha Cosmetics. And on top of that, I'm smudging it out with the purple. And I'm actually smudging it on the outer part and the inner part of the eye and leaving the middle open. So I'm leaving that just, you know, blank. In the middle, I'm taking that mint shimmer green and putting that right directly in the middle. I just wanted to do something a little different for this look for the bottom lash line. The highlight today for the brow bone is from the Carly Bebel palette. It's one of the brightest and kind of rose gold in the palette. Contouring and bronzing up the face today, I didn't want too much of a hard contour. I wanted a natural, bronzy, sun-kissed glow going on, but I didn't want anything like super defined and chiseled. This is from Palladio. Really though, honestly, I get bored of basic. And then on top of that, I took the Maui Nights bronzer from NYX Cosmetics. Goddamn, she said come over and see it for yourself. Never asking for your help, independent woman, she ain't for the shelf. I decided to create a soft ombre look using Beauty Mark and Corset from the NYX Cosmetics Liquid Lingerie. So I outlined my lips with Beauty Mark first. And then I filled it in with Corset. And this actually came out after I blended it. It came out to be a pretty nude. It's like a natural nude, but it had a little pop of pinks. And I just thought it kind of brought everything together because it was like a little bit of mauve in there too. Set the face with Get Locked from Femme Couture and then went back in with the Carly Bebel palette to keep that glow, baby glow. Now I decided to add in my hair routine for y'all, my curls going on. So I put, I think, 1.5 inch curler in these little locks of mine. And then I decided to put in this curling cream. This is by One and Only. It's a gel, it's curling gel, and it's actually going to help moisturize and define the curl a little bit more and let that curl last all day along with that fleeky face, y'all. Thanks for watching, and you know what? Stay beautiful inside and out, and stay tuned for more from Fabulex Makeup, y'all.